my name is Juanita Alvarado. I'm 21, and I am excited to see my friend. I'm gonna see my friend today. So,
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, you mentioned that you're 21. So are you in college?
yes, I'm in college.
Perfect. Where do you go?
So, well, technically, I'm going to San Jose City College. I am an international student. I'm Colombian. And I'm going to City College, and I graduated technically on spring last year, but I'm under something called OPT, which is like a work permit for a year. So I'm working in my field, which is design, to hopefully transfer next semester to the university I picked.
Very cool. So design, what do you want to do with that?
I want to be a graphic designer. So I have currently two associates. I have like an arts associate and then a graphic design one. I really like user experience design, like websites and stuff like that. But I also like the artsy part of it, like just like more drawing and animation and more like illustration. So I have those two sides that I really like about design.
Very, very cool. Okay, so outside of like school and obviously you really enjoy design, what is something that you really enjoy doing that you don't feel like is one of your obligations?
I'm learning how to play piano. So I do online classes with the teacher I have back in my country. So like every Wednesday I have a class like at um I think 8. So technically it is a class, but I do it just because I want to learn how to do it. So it's just like for fun. It's just a hobby I caught like this year because one of my yearly goals was to learn how to play piano. So and it sounds actually quite nice. So
How's that going? Do you feel like you're like learning it fast or because I know that's a really hard instrument to learn when you're older. I've tried it, I failed.
So I knew the basics because I did take piano when I was like 12, but I left it. So I knew like how to like the basics. I know how to read like the music sheets and everything. So I know how to do that. I know basic. So with that like fundamentals, I'm trying to get better. But it is quite hard. Sometimes it's quite stressful to get it right, but
Well, it's still fun to do anyway when you're bored. Okay, moving on. What do you feel like is an accomplishment or like a personal project that you've either worked on in the past or you're currently working on that you're really proud of?
So in San Jose City College, after I graduated, I worked there as a student in the international program, and then I helped with like campaigns and stuff like that. And because they knew that I did design, I designed a lot of the logos and flyers for the clubs there, which I really like because I got hired by the marketing school when I graduated, so I still go to the school, not as a student, but I work there now. So I feel kind of proud, like, because I see around like clubs doing their meetings and everything, and I know that I did their logo and like flyers is still in the school that I did for them. So it's like part of me still like with them, even though I'm not a student anymore. Like I left something there for them.
That's really nice that you feel like you kind of like have a legacy that you got to
Hmm.
keep. That's very, very impressive. Um, okay. So obviously you're studying design or like you want to go into design and that's what you studied in college. Do you
Hmm.
what is when you think of education, what is the first thing that comes to your head or like what would you define it as?
I would say the process of like learning and also like because for in my field like design, I think trial and error is like such a base of learning. So you have to like it's learning and also knowing how to not make the same mistake again. So that's how I see education. It's just like learning and growing kind of.
That's really cool. I think it's like it's okay to fail sometimes, but you just pick yourself right back up. Yeah. Okay. So do you feel like there's a topic or a subject that should be taught in more schools that isn't, or something that you wish that you could have learned either in high school or in college?
Mm-hmm. I do wish, like back in my school, when I moved to the States, I moved by myself. So in my country, I live with my mom and like my family, and now I live alone. And it was quite hard, like learning how to you know, keep count of like my bills and like the money I'm earning and what should I pay, all of that. Like I think it would be great to learn like before you live by yourself, how to manage your like money and how to pay bills, like what should I have in my savings, what can I spend, like all of that. I think that'd be great to learn in either college or high school.
Perfect. Okay. So kind of switching gears a bit, what who do you feel like has been someone that has really like impacted who you are or like has left
Mm-hmm.
a large impact on your life and why?
I would say my grandma. I grew up in a like my household was pure like only women household. It was my mom, my grandma, and my aunt. So I learned a lot from them. Like it was a strong women household, and my grandma was like the main person in the household. Like she was running everything, and I learned like um what a strong woman looks like. Like she was the heart of the house, and I learned like everything I am right now is I owe it to her. Like religion wise, like my values, everything I just got it from her, and I'm really thankful. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect answer. Okay. Do you have like like a cause or a social issue that you really like either learning about or are passionate about?
Mhm. Um, social issue. Um, well, I would say currently, cause I'm Latina, like I'm in the U.S. and I'm Colombian too. So a lot lately, there's been a lot of I wouldn't say like racism, but there's comments in like groups and towards like Colombians and Latin America community lately. So I've been learning with like I've been looking online and reading more about it, and honestly with like the new president, new policies, a lot of things are changing, and I'm trying to like learn as I go, and like things are changing because it also like affects me and like my community. So I'm trying to like currently that's the social issue I'm more interested in about, and like keeping myself in check about.
It's always great to like keep yourself knowledgeable about things that are happening. It's not like you always have to stay consistent with one issue or like, so that's great. Okay. So my kind of last question is what do you feel like has been a really large challenge or like a series of similar challenges that you've had to kind of work through or are currently working through within your life? And how do you feel like that's kind of shaped you to who you are today?
Mm, I think it goes back to like moving by myself. So like coming to a new country was a whole thing by itself, but then like learning how to just like survive on my own without my family helping me going through, because they were also like in a different country. So it was like a series of events, like finding housing by myself, like transportation in a new country, like learning how to commute in a new like city. Um so I was kind of like a shy person before coming to the States, but then I had to like grow more and like talk to people because I was by myself, and I had to like look for opportunities for me because I didn't have like my mom or family to help me. So I became more of an extrovert, I would say, because I had to look for opportunities. So I have to like when I need to find housing and stuff, I had to ask around to like other international students, like, "Are you looking for a roommate?" Because like I am, so I need help. But if I was back in my country, I think like I wouldn't think or had that issue before because I wouldn't think of like looking for housing or anything because my mom was there, or my mom will help me through like, or when I'm here like I have to go to the bank or doctor's appointment by myself, and but back in my country like I would just like rely on my mom and like my family. So I think it's a series of like stuff that happened when I moved here that I had to like learn how to do it by myself. So I grew out of my shell a lot by coming here.
100%. I feel like I always like don't think about international students and like how difficult it is for them, because it's like you were all college students together, but then you have to think, oh my gosh, they're in a completely different country and they had to
Mhm.
grow up so much faster than the rest of us did because they're completely independent. So it's an incredible accomplishment and you're doing great. I don't know you, but you're doing great. Um,
Thank you.
yeah. Do you have anything else that you kind of want to share or add to your application?
No, I think I said pretty much everything so far.
Perfect. Was this a comfortable process for you?
Yeah, it was actually really nice.
Good, good. I'm glad. We try to make it as, again, conversational as possible because I know interviews get nerve-wracking and I'm a complete
Mhm.
stranger. So I hope that I made it as, enjoyable for the meantime as possible.
Yeah, it was quite nice. Yeah.
Hey YouTube, if you enjoyed this person's story, don't forget to subscribe below to hear more from our inspiring youth. If you want to apply for our Storyteller Scholarship or get more involved in our organization, click the link below to apply. Thanks for watching!